My name is Greg Kaufman, and to really understand how significant this journey is for me, you have to understand first that I've had Crohn's disease for 20 years. Crohn's disease is a chronic inflammatory disease that affects the gastrointestinal tract from anywhere from top to bottom, and essentially causes inflammation in the lining of your intestines, and over time can cause enough damage that you have to have surgery, which is what happened to me. In January of 2014, I had to have part of my small and part of my large removed along with my intestines. Thankfully, they were able to resect the two, and I was able to go on with life as normal. In March of this year, I had a gallbladder attack, which sent me to the emergency room and 3 days in the hospital. I initially decided to opt out of surgery. I later changed my mind. 2 days prior to actually having that scheduled surgery, I had a conversation with Pericles here at Green Fair. He just looked at me and he said, "Well, that's perfectly fine. That's your choice. You can go that route if you want. But I have another idea for you." And I said, "I'm all ears if it'll keep me out of the OR." The primary reason I decided to opt out of surgery for my gallbladder was due to the fact that it would be an increased risk for cancer, which I already have because I'm on Remicade infusions every 8 weeks for my Crohn's disease, which already puts me at risk for colorectal cancer. And having my gallbladder removed for me personally would increase that risk almost tenfold, just because I didn't have any blockages, I didn't have any stones, it wasn't an emergent need. I decided to opt out of surgery and change my lifestyle and see if I could do that to avoid surgery. And that's what got me started in the Kickstart program. It was honestly, truthfully, a wonderful 21 days. I had a great experience. The increase of energy that I felt over those 3 weeks completely changed how I was doing things and feeling on a daily basis. I had started to lose some of the weight prior to the Kickstart program, but I would say over the 3 weeks that I was in the Kickstart program and being very adherent to the 2 meals a day, very strict program, I probably lost another 20 pounds just in that time period. Also, because of my Crohn's disease and the fact that I've had one major surgery, I've always had some lower right stomach discomfort that I've just lived with for most of my life. That evaporated. In the summer of 2021, I moved to Virginia. I was approaching 180 pounds. My cholesterol was 258, and I had to be on high blood pressure medications for 3 months. When I did my biometric screening for my employer this year, I was 135 pounds. My cholesterol number was down 100 points. In the 150 range. When I started, my blood pressure was definitely, I would say, in the 130 to 140 over 90 to 100 range. And I consistently am back at the 110 over 70 range that I have been for most of my life. So in order to make sure that I didn't have any further gallbladder attacks, I basically had to stay very strict to a low-fat diet, which I did for about a month and a half before joining the Kickstart program. And so I still have to keep an eye on that, because I notice from time to time that if I eat something that is maybe a little higher in fats than I'm used to, or maybe I ate too much of something, I will notice that my gallbladder will ache a little bit. And I've just learned through all my years of having Crohn's that that's my body giving me feedback, telling me that I either shouldn't A, be eating that food, B, I need to be eating less of it, or C, just not eat it at all. And honestly, it's just been trial and error over the years. Changing to a whole foods plant-based diet just gave me better energy levels. It took the pain and discomforts away that I was having from my Crohn's. I'm still on medication for my Crohn's. Currently, I do get Remicade infusions every 8 weeks. But I have noticed that if I forget to take my omeprazole that day, or if I don't take it for 2 or 3 days, it's not a problem. I could never do that before. So the most valuable part of the classes for me, aside from the information, was the cooking demonstration and just learning how to prepare it in a way that it tastes good, because at the end of the day, we all want to eat something that tastes good. The dark red kidney beans, that was the biggest taste bud changer for me over time. They just started to taste like candy. No matter what dish I put them in, it just gave it a better taste. It's something that I really enjoy. Years and years ago, I was a runner. I ran distance. I haven't done that in a very, very long time because the last time I tried, my Crohn's was in such bad shape that I just wasn't physically able to do it. I might be able to do that again because running was a huge part of my life. The day that I called my surgeon to cancel the surgery, as you might imagine, he was incredibly unhappy with me and said he would see me soon. That was 6 months ago. He has not seen me. I haven't had any doctor visits in relation to my gallbladder, any mentions of any issues with my gallbladder at all. And so I look forward to continuing proving him wrong.